Range script loaded. You can now press Escape, select Choose Slot and pick your aircraft. You have chosen to start the mission in the air. Please increase the throttle lever to maintain a 200 knots speed. Use trim to level the aircraft and navigate towards waypoint 2. Maintain 200 knots and descend to arrive at the next waypoint at 5,000 feet altitude. The A-29 Bravo has 5 weapons stations, 1 on the fuselage centerline and 4 underwing, but rockets can be mounted only on the wing pylons. On its current development phase, the A-29B can load the following types of rockets. Mk151HE, 2.75 inches rocket on 19-round LAU-61 pods. For anti-personnel use, with a fragmentation warhead. Mk156WP same as the 151, but for producing smoke, with a white phosphorus warhead. On the A-29B they are mounted on 7-round LAU-68 pods. On this training mission, we will use the Mk151HE, mounted on LAU-61 pods of 19 rockets each, for a total of 76. On this mission, you will launch the rockets firing short salvos for higher precision, during several passes over the range target, in order to better practice the delivery profile. Perform the passes on a west to east general direction, so that the mission logic can keep track of them. You can make as many passes as you want, while you still have any rockets left. You can access the attack statistics calling up the F10 option of the communications menu. The procedure for launching rockets is as follows. 1. Master arm safety switch knob. Set to live. 2. Late arm switch. Lift its cover, with a right click, and set to on, with the second right click. This enables all the armament launch circuits. 3. On the UFCP, press the A-G button, to activate the air-to-ground mode. 4. Next, press the BARO, radar alt button, to enable the use of the radar altimeter on the targeting computations, improving accuracy. You can tell it is enabled, because the HUD will show CCIP, R, and the rocket targeting circle will appear. The circle denotes the spread area of the rockets, an X over this circle means that you are not on a dive yet. You will have to place the aircraft on a dive of at least 20 degrees, then the X will disappear. When the reticle circle completely envelopes the target you will be able to fire, by pressing the weapon release button on the stick. We will use the Stores Management System page, on the left MFD, to configure our weapons. Click on the highlighted SMS button. As we have previously selected air-to-ground mode on the UFCP, the SMS automatically shows the A-G page. The highlighted button allows you to toggle amongst the various weapons carried, but on this mission you only carry a single type of weapon. The rockets are designated not with their rocket code, but with their pod code, LAU-61 on this case. The number prefix indicates the number of rounds remaining on the pod. This is the release mode. It can be set to single, pairs or salvo. Set it to salvo. This will fire rockets from every. This is the ripple quantity. It is used to launch several rockets in sequence. Click on the highlighted button to set a ripple value. Ripple is quantified in pulses. 1 rocket from each selected station will launch for each pulse. Set a value of 2, so that each press of the weapon release button will fire exactly 2 rockets from each pod, for a total of 8 rockets. Click ENT to enter the selected value and return to the main SMS page. If you enter the wrong value, press CLR to correct it. This is the ripple interval, expressed in milliseconds between each rocket launch. On this mission we desire minimum dispersion, so leave it at 0. Finally, here you set the delivery mode to be used for firing rockets. Click on the button to see the available modes. CCIP Constantly Computed Impact Point. Requires a dive delivery and enabling the radar altimeter, for proper accuracy. Manual mode, using a predefined sight depression value, which depends on the dive angle, speed and release altitude. During this training mission, we will use CCIP. So, be sure to have that selected and then click on a G, to return to the main SMS page. Good, the rockets are now ready to use. Launch them by pressing the stick's weapon release button. Do not use the stick's trigger as it is meant for guns only. We have reached waypoint 2. Turn right to enter the weapons range on a easterly heading. Contrary to bombs, you can dive directly onto the rocket's target, as the nose of your aircraft will not hide it. The rocket target is at the north of the range, surrounded by a square border. Don't confuse it with the bombing target. Begin the dive, keeping the targeting reticle centered over the rocket target. Reduce throttle and extend the air brake to avoid overspeeding during the dive. Place the reticle dot on the farthest part of the target circle. Wait until the HUD sight circle encloses only the desired target, then press the weapon release button. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Retract the air brake and increase throttle. Good pass. Turn right 180 degrees, towards a westerly heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 5,000 feet. Check the SMS to confirm that there are rockets selected for the next pass. Good pass. Turn right 180 degrees, towards a westerly heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 5,000 feet. Check the SMS to confirm that there are rockets selected for the next pass. You have no more rockets left. You should now navigate towards waypoint 4 to return to Anapa Air Base. Deactivate the armament with this procedure. 1. Master arm safety switch knob. Set to safe. 2. Late arm switch. Set to off, and close its cover. 3. On the UFCP, press the nav button to change mode back to navigation. You can check your range results by calling up the communications menu. Select F10. Other. Then select F2. Range. Finally, click F3. My bombing results. Unfortunately, the A-29 Bravo and DCS can't communicate with ATC. You must use the F10 map to be aware of other air traffic that may be flying near Anapa. Press spacebar once you have checked the F10 map. You have reached waypoint 4. Reduce speed and altitude. Turn right 90 degrees, towards Anapa. Since you can't contact Anapa's ATC to request landing, check the F10 map to confirm there is no other air traffic near the runway. Perform a visual landing. Touchdown. Press Escape if you want to exit the mission now. This is taxiway B. Proceed forward to apron 2. Turn right on the street M. Park on spot number 23. Turn left to go towards behind the parking row. Then turn right towards spot number 23. Be careful with moving ramp vehicles. Well done, this is spot number 23. You have finished this training mission. Press spacebar to exit the mission.